SHEGLAM really are putting the fast into fast beauty, hot off the heels of their Marilyn Monroe collection, which was really strange. We now have a Rick and Morty collection, which isn't that long after their Glam Light collab, and by them I mean Rick and Morty. There's a lot in this. The collection is available right now for $105.99. Let's discuss. Within the collection, you get a lip gloss set, which includes 5 lip glosses, an eyeshadow palette, a setting powder, a cream blush, a setting spray, a beauty sponge, and a mirror. And there are 2 things that are unique to the collection that you can't buy by themselves, and that's the headband and the introduction card. This is a much more affordable option in terms of the makeup collab with Rick and Morty than the Glam Light one, but of course, you're not going to get the same sort of quality as you would with the Glam Light one. And I do find it kind of interesting whenever I see an IP come out with a collaboration with a makeup brand, because normally it's like something like, oh, it's an anniversary of this particular brand. But sometimes it occurs because that brand is trying to make back money. We saw Disney doing a lot of it because apparently their sales, etc., had gone down over COVID because they weren't making as much money on Disneyland, etc. Hence, so many collabs. But this is the second time we have seen a collab between Rick and Morty and a makeup brand. And there could be some thought that maybe they're trying to make back some money that they've lost over. There was a lot of controversy with one of the creators. I mean, they got fired in the end. So I'm wondering if there's a little bit of that. That's just me speculating, just throwing it out there. But let's discuss each of the individual items. And each of these are actually available separately with the exception of the headband. You have to get that as part of the collection, but there you go. This is the Meaninglessness of Life palette for $14.99. And according to the website, it's smudge-proof, alcohol-free, cruelty-free, vegan, fragrance-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and it's recyclable. And we have that weird marbled shade there. It's kind of a bit all over the place. Hard to tell when they have those sort of prints over it. So let's have a little look at swatches. Do they necessarily knock your socks off? No, they're nowhere near to the quality as, like, say, the Glam Light one. But this is much more affordable for a lot of people. Do I feel like this is necessarily that cohesive? Not really. It's okay. I find that SHEGLAM's eyeshadows are kind of hit or miss. Some of them are great and then some of them are just like a big dusty chalky mess. And it looks okay on the eye. It doesn't look like it's that easy to blend, which is something I have found with them in the past. But I mean, you know, it's not wildly expensive. And I think a lot of people will get this because it's a collector's thing. And they also have 5 lip glosses. They're available by themselves for $6.49 each, or you can get the whole set for $35.99, and quick math, it's actually cheaper to get them solo. So it seems you're paying an extra $2 or so for the packaging of the set, which is just bonkers to me. We have the shade Morty, Jerry, Beth, Rick, and Summer. I do feel like they've put a lot of work into the components themselves. Like, they do look very collectible. And they look quite nice on the lips, but as I said, if you really want them, just buy them separately. It's cheaper. I've never actually watched Rick and Morty, so I'd love to know what you guys think if you are fans. Does this kind of make sense? They also have a hand mirror for $6.49, and I can't even remember, did Glam Light do a hand mirror? I mean, they usually do, but yeah, this is kind of interesting. And they claim it has a comfortable grip. I don't know, it kind of looks quite wide in the base, but maybe that's just me. Oh my god, the name of this is so strange. Maybe it's like a whole Rick and Morty thing. I don't really get it. It's called Never Ricking Morty Setting Powder, and it's retailing for $10.49. I'm really confused over the fact that they have that, not just an embossing of Morty in there, but it's a coloured embossing. It's really, really strange. But anyways, they're saying that it's going to give you a matte finish. It has passed this waterproof test, which is over on their site, and it apparently controls oil. Which, fair enough. There's the Pickle Rick setting spray for $7.49, and it apparently has the skin-friendly cucumber extract to moisturise your face and set your base. I mean, I'd kind of like to know exactly what the story is there. I have some question marks. But the packaging is pretty good. Now, they are saying it's going to set your makeup for 17 plus hours. That seems like quite a big claim. And they say that there is polyester 5 as an ingredient. And by the way, it's the second ingredient on the ingredient list. And cucumber extract is actually down towards the very end. So just keep that in mind. But they're obviously kind of telling you, hey, please use this with all of the rest of the products as part of this collection. Buy it all. Consumerism, etc., etc. There's a Mr. Me Seeks Beauty Sponge for $2.29. And I was looking at the website on this and it just says material equals PUR. Per? It's made of purrs? What cat was involved in this? Which, interesting. But I mean, lads, it's just a makeup sponge. Obviously, they're just showing you how to use it, but it's like, who doesn't know how to use these at this point? But can I just say, this bit really gave me the ick. I'm like, why have you peeled away part of it? Oh, I don't like that. Ugh, gives me an ick. And the last part of the collection that is available for sale is the Mr. Sanchez Cream Blush for $7.49. The packaging on this, you have to admit, is pretty good. Storing this would be an absolute nightmare, but this is definitely more like, hey, I'm collecting things. And it's kind of funny because over on the website, they don't actually have any swatches of this. They just have it shown on the face, which I do appreciate, but it has watermarks all over it. So it's really, really hard to determine exactly what's going on. Do you see what I mean? It's okay though. It's grand. So it apparently gives you a slightly shiny finish. So it is more of a glowy blush. But they have put down here that it is talc free. So that's kind of interesting that they've managed to do that. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole collection. There is a lot in that. I'm not a Rick and Morty fan. They're just not my kind of sense of humour. I guess this is probably going to really appeal to that sort of creator. I just always find it really funny when they do their bundles. They did this with the highlighters and they were like, here, bundle all the highlighters together. And it's like, why is this more expensive than if I bought them separately? They're really trying to catch you out on that. So if you really just wanted the lip glosses, just buy them separately. Please just buy them separately. Yeah, it's fine. I'm kind of a little bit, not miffed, but I kind of feel for Glamlight because they didn't get that IP for that long by themselves. And they got like a bit of flack for doing that IP because of the controversy around that at the time. But obviously they had like set up to do that like, 2 years ago, etc. And here comes SHEGLAM with this. Yeah, look, this is a great option for people who love the IP but they couldn't afford the more expensive one. SHEGLAM is okay in terms of their quality. You know, they're grand. None of this speaks to me. I'm a bit confused about the setting powder and like the actual face that's in it. Like, I don't really get that, but hey ho, that is just me. Let me know what you guys think. Have you decided to get any of this? Are you a Rick and Morty fan? Do you think that this kind of links in with it? I am interested as always, so please do comment down below.